This is for the board. You can sit in the gallery,
Yes,
please.
Chair.
She's filming. She's with me. She's a camera woman. This is part of press. We have a freedom of press to record this.
No one is saying that.
Oh,
Saying
good.
The table is for the board members. The public can sit over there.
Oh, I can't sit at the table?
No, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's fine, I understand.
Good, thank you.
I'm just one of the, thank you very much. Let's move the chair over here, let's keep filming him. The Clarence Darrow has spoken.
Okay, we're going to call the meeting to order. It's noon. And
You're
John, will
recording?
you please call the roll?
Yeah, we've got,
Just time it for 10 minutes, stop it, and start it again, okay?
Freeman, Mark Clifton, Gabe Arujo, Samaggio, William Minch, and Steve Fitch. And
Okay.
we'll have Wendy Morris and Rich Rouse. Okay.
And
Your name?
Michelle Mitchell.
Michelle.
and did you get the other person's name too that's behind the camera?
And your name, ma'am?
Oh, my name?
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle.
What's your last name?
McBride.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we have a quorum. And
Don't worry, we'll take
did
pictures.
the board have a chance to read the minutes and can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the board meeting on March 2nd?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you,
to
Mark.
approve.
Second.
Thank you, Lee. All in favor, say, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So that passes. Okay, so we have come to the moment for public comment and discussion. Members of the public may address the board during public comment on a particular agenda item, or if they wish to make a general comment on the matter within the subject matter jurisdiction of the district. The president of the board will call on the member of the public at the appropriate time and allow the member of the public to provide live comment on their own initiative or in response to questions posed by the public. Board members may ask a question for clarification, provide reference to staff or other resources for factual information, or request staff to report back to the board at a subsequent meeting. A member of the board may take action to direct staff to place a matter of business on a future agenda. The board limits each speaker to 3 minutes per subject or topic. The timer will begin when the participants begin speaking. Do I have any speaker cards for today, John?
Just one with Rich Rouse, speaker slip.
Okay. And one moment. Okay, you can begin when you're ready.
I'm ready to begin. This is the second meeting that I've been allowed to attend. These are all secret meetings that you continue to hold in just complete contradiction to the Brown Act. You guys just don't get it. This is public money. This is tax dollars that belongs to us, the taxpayers. For you to exclude the public from coming to this meeting is wrong, and we're going to have it adjudicated in court. In the meantime, under the Brown Act, last time I was here, I asked for 2 agenda items. One, where are the income tax returns for the first 3 years? I said that was an agenda item. And then 2, what we were going to do about the fact that we don't have any agenda items or tax returns for the first 3 years. Those are 2 agenda items that I, under the Brown Act, requested be put on for the next meeting. They're not here. And again, it's the contempt. It's the absolute contempt that you hold the taxpayers of this city, and for that matter, the citizens of this city, that you do this stuff. You've been holding back on stealing. You've been stealing the money from us. You give it to your friends. You have sweetheart deals through the city, and the reason we have this is because we don't have term limits at city council, and we certainly don't have term limits for the PBID. You guys are the same people that have been running this thing for the last 10 years, stealing from the public good. That's money that belongs to us, the citizens. How much time do I have left?
A minute and a half.
Minute and a half, great. Okay, then I want to once again, first of all, I want to thank you. The only reason that I knew about this meeting is that John sent me an email to tell me that there was a meeting. And you tell me that you're posting them downstairs, and that's not enough. You should be posting them, and that's what the city of El Cajon is telling us. The city of El Cajon is telling us that you're supposed to post it on your website. But there's nothing on your website because, again, you're not holding meetings and you're not reporting what you're doing. You've been conducting business behind closed doors for the last 10 years. and it's gonna stop. That's why we're in court, because I'm gonna stop it, and we're gonna get rid of all of you, and we're gonna hold you responsible financially for the fact that you're doing bidding with public money and you're not giving out to the public to bid on it. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, on behalf of the board, I'll address some of your concerns. First of all, Mr. Reel, if you do know the Brown Act, you understand that it's not you that gets to select agenda items, it's the board. And the board chose to not put your request on the board, on the agenda, because quite frankly, it would have been a waste of their time when it's based upon a false premise. Your attorney, and I presume you communicate with your
Oh,
attorney.
yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
Attorney-
Corey sends me down here with
I'm
the question.
speaking.
Okay, well, you asked me, I answered your question.
No, then you wanted to showboat again. Your attorney made a public records request on February 10th, and I quote, "Each and every tax return filed with the state government since March 1st, 2015. All such tax returns were provided to your attorney." As your attorney certainly knew, which is why he limited to January 1st, 2015, the Public Records Act provision applicable to owners associations such as Downtown Elkhorn Business Partners did not come into effect until January 1st of 2015. That means the public is entitled to all those records from January 1st, 2015, not before. So your false premise is that the organization didn't file tax returns that time merely because you don't have them. That's an inaccurate statement.
Not true.
They have filed them.
Then you failed under his request, because we were requested all the way back to 2012.
Sir,
And you
sir.
responded in your letter, and you said you didn't have them in your letter.
Sir, I just quoted you from your attorney's
Yeah, the last
email.
3 years.
No, it said each and every tax return filed with the state government since January 1, 2000.
And that's the second request. The first request went all the way back to 2012. I have that request, and I have your response to that request.
First of all, anything before January 1st, 2015 is not subject to the Public Records Act for it. And so there's no reason.
That's your position right now. But we'll
correct.
find out from the court whether or not you're right.
Perfect, good. You move on next time.
Okay, so now we are going to talk about item 4.1, discuss and approve an amount for a sponsorship for the 2022 St. Madeline Sophie's Center Alley Cat Art Walk, and Wendy is here to talk about that.
Well, we need a motion in a second to be able to begin the discussion.
Oh, can we have a motion to discuss 4.1 and a second?
Discussion and possible approval.
And a possible approval of 4.1?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Wendy, go ahead.
All right, well, I've given you a packet that has photographs from last year's event. As you can see, we had a lot of people come down. All the galleries and studios participated and had different demonstrations of art forms and art shows. It was highly successful. And so we're asking if you could, again, give us some money to have the event. On the last page is the expense page that shows how the money was spent in marketing, supplies, entertainment, graphics, and of course it helped to support a mural. And we really feel that the murals bring a lot of public interest long after the event. So every year we do a mural in downtown El Cajon. So last year we did a Magnolia mural. And then using one of Gabe's walls, we did a butterfly selfie mural. And at our last event, we could hear people outside our back door, and we were wondering what's going on. Well, it was a family that had just come out from Por Favor, and were so delighted to be taking selfies at the butterfly. So it really brings an added element, to our downtown. So that's one of the things we'd like to fund again this year is another mural, and the owner of the gym, Andrea, has agreed to have the long wall that is on the east end of the building that faces the Weghorst. So we're going to do all the special events that downtown El Cajon participates in, and a history of the downtown in kind of a collage mural.
Nice.
So
Now, before you had, I think the city was contributing and everything, do you have city money?
We,
What's their
We
commitment?
get it from the county.
The county?
So we have submitted the grant. We won't know until like the end, like mid-July if we get
And
that.
is that the $5,000 grant?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right.
So,
Okay, thank you, Wendy.
yeah, and you know, I just want to say, we thank you for the car shows, the movies, the concerts on the green, Haunt Fest, and all the things that the money that the PBID gets puts back into our community. So thank you.
Thank you.
If
So-
anybody has any questions?
Okay, so last year, we gave them $1,000. And we made that contingent on them getting the money from the county. And so, do I have a motion for this year? Do you want to discuss this and decide